Hi, I'm Jeffrey Panic, financial advisor and author of Your Future Is Now series. And today I want to tackle a tricky topic: how to give money advice to your 20 something without starting World War III at the dinner table or any other table for that matter. Now, I get this on a personal level because my own son is 25. So when I talk about giving money advice to a 20 something, I'm not speaking in theory. I'm speaking as a dad who has absolutely gotten the eye roll, the deep sigh, and the dad I know among other reactions. Here's the first big idea: lead with your mistakes, not your instructions. When I was finishing college, I signed my student loan paperwork like I was ordering a pizza, with no clue what the total meant until Sally Mae's letter showed up and nearly knocked me off my chair. I actually joined the Army in part to deal with those loans, which is not exactly the world's most efficient repayment plan. Looking back, I would have asked more questions, compared schools more carefully, and thought harder about how much debt I was taking on. That's the kind of thing I share with my son to explain what I would have done differently. When you open with "here's where I messed up" instead of "here's what you're doing wrong," you're not attacking their choices, you're offering them a shortcut around the potholes you have already fell into. It turns a lecture into a conversation, and your 20 something is far more likely to listen to. The second thing I try to do with my son is focus on just a couple of simple wins, knowing where his money is going and paying himself first. That could mean a basic budget and one or two automated transfers to an emergency fund, a Roth IRA, or a high yield savings account, so savings happens without a big debate every month. In my first book, Your Future Is Now, an introductory guide to managing your finances, I walk through how young adults can build that first budget, understand their debt, and start savings habits that actually fit real life, not some perfect spreadsheet version of life. Then, in Your Future Is Now, your blueprint for solving your retirement puzzle, I show what happens when those early habits stick and how much easier retirement feels when you start this work in your 20s rather than in your 50s. A really effective way to talk to your 20 something is to connect the dots between their choices today and their freedom tomorrow. Instead of "stop wasting money eating out," try, "if you keep doing what you're doing, here's what it looks like at 35. And if you tweak just one or two things, here's the version of 35 where you've got options, not just obligations." And if you're a 20 something watching this, I'll say the same thing I say to my son. I am absolutely going to share what I did wrong, not because I need you to repeat my life, but because I want you to have a better shot at the freedom I help my clients plan for every day. If you want help starting those conversations at home, or you're a 20 something trying to get your arms around this stuff without a fight, that's exactly why I wrote Your Future Is Now books, to give families a common language and a step by step blueprint for building a stronger financial future together. Thanks for watching. I'm Jeffrey Panic, a financial advisor, author, and dad to a 25-year-old who keeps me honest about how money conversations really land in the real world. I'll see you next time.